Someone at the Pentagon has been leaking to the press about very serious matters, even top secret matters, like the report that appeared on NBC News in mid-March revealing that the White House had directed the Pentagon to draw up options to increase American troop presence in Panama to advance the president's goal of reclaiming the Panama Canal. What was that doing on NBC News? The report was very specific. It stated, quote, U.S. Southern Command is developing potential plans for partnering more closely with Panamanian security forces to the less likely option of U.S. troops seizing the Panama Canal by force, end quote, citing, quote, two U.S. officials familiar with the planning. The Department of Defense began investigating those leaks and made it known in the press that they would be using polygraphs to get to the bottom of who was behind them. Now, as with any time a threat like that makes its way into the public eye via the news, one has to wonder, are they really going to polygraph everyone, or are they just setting some sort of a trap? For example, first person to complain about the polygraphs is likely someone you want to polygraph or at least look into. Now, in the course of that investigation, Defense Secretary Hegseth wound up firing 3 of his top aides. On Friday, it happened. They were escorted out of the building. Those fired include some who had been close to Secretary Hegseth before he became secretary, like senior advisor Dan Caldwell, who had worked with Pete at Concerned Veterans for America for some 9 years. Also fired Deputy Chief of Staff Darren Selnick and Colin Carroll, Chief of Staff to the Pentagon's Deputy Secretary. A 4th staffer, a press aide named John Elliott, also parted ways with the Pentagon, supposedly because he didn't want to be second in command of the comms shop. But there's some real sour grapes with this guy. He ran to Politico, first of all, a left-wing rag, to say the Pentagon is in disarray under Secretary Hegseth and predicted that Hegseth will be fired by President Trump. Almost immediately after, Don Trump Jr. took to X and made clear that this guy, Mr. Elliott, is not America first, though he claims to be, and is officially exiled from the movement. He's not happy with this guy, Elliott. The 3 alleged leakers, however, remain a bit of a mystery